we land to a point where today we're left with three primary .NETs: .NET Framework, .NET Core, and Mono, which empowers our Xamarin scenarios. For .NET Framework, the message I've been saying is we're done moving stuff from .NET Framework to .NET Core. 3.1, 3.0 and 3.1 was the last wave of moving tech from .NET Framework into .NET Core. And the next step for us is to take some of the Mono dependencies and remove them as well. So for example, Mono has its own BCL, which is different than the .NET Core BCL, which means as you move an app between .NET Core and Mono, you see slightly different behavior, and we don't want that. And so we plan to merge these things together, and we're gonna call this .NET 5. Because if you have .NET Core 4 and .NET Framework 4, that's kind of confusing. The future is .NET Core, or where .NET Core goes. And so our plan is to basically rename to .NET 5, and we'll just continue moving on from there. And .NET 5 is bigger than .NET Framework 4, and it kind of shows that the place to go for .NET is .NET. And so there's a bunch of cool things that come out of this. One of these is what I'm going to call single SDK. That means no matter any of those workloads on my earlier slide, web, cloud, desktop, mobile, IoT, and AI and gaming, all are built on one SDK. Now, we've learned with .NET Framework, we don't want to have an SDK that's like 100 gigs. And so by the time we get to .NET 6, you're going to find that .NET SDK is going to be super, super small. It's going to support class libraries and console apps and nothing else. And that's because it should be your choice of what you want on your machine for .NET. And so you'll basically do .NET new or .NET install MAUI or .NET install desktop or .NET install ASP.NET, and that will install the components required to build those types of apps, which means we don't have to have a huge monolithic .NET. All the app types are going to run on the same BCL. So whether it's Blazor, Xamarin, ASP.NET, desktop, they will all use the exact same BCL, and they're all going to use the exact same tool chain, which is the .NET New, .NET Run, .NET Build, .NET Restore, that tool chain.